What is up, guys? Good to see you again. Thanks for coming along on this next new adventure. A little bit of change of plans today. We are heading into West Virginia. Again, a different portion near, we're going to be in the George Washington State Forest on the western side over in West Virginia. We are in Virginia right now, but we'll be crossing back over into it soon. I had some tentative plans with a friend of mine to go kayaking because we were watching the water levels with the rainfall, and then it was good, and then the level went back down again to where it was kind of like low runnable. We decided to scrap the paddling and just go camping, and then it got kind of dry, and the wind has been pretty gnarly, and it's supposed to be a little breezy today, so he didn't want to go out and as he said, burn the woods down. He said it's our friend's private property, and you want to be courteous. So I said, all right, well, he didn't want to go, I still wanted to go, so we're going to go down to where I just mentioned before. It's a different part of West Virginia, a little bit further south. It's like an old forest road where there's some logging operations, so not really sure what we're going to get into here, but I guess we'll find out. So I'll see you all at camp. We're on Squirrel Gap Road here in George Washington National Forest on the West Virginia side. Same that bad at all. I mean, it's a gravel road. It's a little rutted and potholes and some washboards, but I mean, any vehicle with decent suspension is better than what I have on this truck. It's gonna have no problem coming through here. I mean, this is smooth sailing. Tell you, it's warm out here. It's 78 degrees. The high today was, well, maybe in a lower elevation was supposed to be upwards of like 86 degrees. That's what, 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a little warm. So it looks like somebody left us some firewood. That was really nice. Guess they didn't use it all. The thing is, because it's been a little bit dry, and it hasn't rained. Well, it's been dry because it hasn't rained, and hopefully you're not hearing much of the noise with this this dead cat on. But there is some wind over here, so I'm kind of 50-50 on the fence and whether I'm going to make a fire, because one, it's really warm outside. I don't need to use the fire to cook or anything. It might be nice for some ambiance in the evening, but I'll make the decision. I don't know. West Virginia currently has they have what's called a burning season. So right now, I think into the beginning of May, outdoor fires are prohibited between the hours of 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. And like if you're camping, they allow you to have fire for like ambience warmth, to make some food. So it'll be okay. It is really dry around here. I mean, there is some mud, but it's just really dry. I'm not so much worried about it spreading. I just worry about, you know, having a rogue ember go up and light something. I don't know. Like I said, I'm on the fence. It's also really warm, so it's not like I need a fire. I'm hot enough. Come here. All right. Come here, Liana. Beans. Over here. Oh, something's coming out again. Well, again, I want to thank you guys for coming out here and joining me on this little one day or half a day overnight camping trip. Again, we're out here in George Washington National Forest on the West Virginia side. It's a warm day, an unusually warm day for April. So jury's still out if I'm going to do a fire, but I know what I am going to do, and that's enjoy a beer because I earned it. It is about 20 of 6. Still have at least 2 hours of daylight before it starts, before dusk comes. But tonight I am going to I kept it pretty simple. I just went, whoa, see, there's that wind I was talking about. Oh! Figures I mentioned that wind a few minutes ago, and then it comes through and moves the awning a little bit, knocks the camera over. Anyway, for dinner tonight, I'm keeping it simple. I just got some chorizo links from the Mennonite market, the butcher that I go to, and I got some white potatoes that I canned last year. So I was gonna just fry up a chorizo, maybe throw in a couple of diced poblanos, and then we'll fry the potatoes in that grease, drain it, and then we'll heat up some tortillas. And I also blended up some tomatillos that I grew in my garden last year, and I blended those up. So I got some chilies, some green chilies, serrano. Good girl, you got it. serrano. I got some fresh cilantro too, and some white onion. We'll dice that up and mix that into the blended tomatillos that I roasted from last year and froze. And that'll be some salsa verde. So I'm going to have some chorizo, a sausage, and potato tacos with a salsa verde, or green salsa. Should be pretty good. What do you think, Bean? Well, you already ate. I don't know. At least for now, I'm just taking in the scenery, fresh air. Even though there's some pollen in the air, and I do have pretty bad allergies, I'm faring well. The wind is I don't want to say it's something to contend with, but it's reminding you that it's there. All right, it's been about 30 or 40 minutes, but let's go ahead and see what it's like. So it's definitely come down. It's kind of almost at an equilibrium with the outside temperature, but it's noticeably cooler in here. All right, let's go ahead and get things started for dinner here. Again, we're gonna be just chopping some chilies and some peppers, some poblano peppers, and some serrano chilies. Well, one chili for some salsa verde that I already made, as well as part of one onion. Here it is. I have this nice little Japanese-made locking chef's knife. It's coming really handy. I used to bring my like a knife roll and my kitchen knives out, but it's got too cumbersome. It's, you know, again, one more thing to pack. So I got this instead. It's a dedicated camp knife. Leanna's just sitting over there like a sentinel, just looking at that road for anybody coming by. She's such a good guard dog. She really is. For only being 50 pounds. She's plucky, I'll tell you that. What I'm sipping on right now is some Lawson's Finest Liquids, Chinookered. It's East Coast style IPA, not a hazy IPA. 6.5% alcohol, so it's it's got some weight to it. Wind is coming back again. It's in full force. It's cooling things off, it's nice. It's definitely cooling down a lot in here. I cut the air conditioner off, and I'll probably leave it like that for the remainder of the night. I might fire up a generator, top off the batteries, because it did draw down about 25%, 30% of the capacity. But that's just in case I want to run it tonight while I'm sleeping if it is too warm inside there, because I still need to run the 12-volt fridge. Here is a serrano chili. I'm not going to devein or de-seed this because I do like the texture, and I am a chili head. I like heat. I'm not afraid of it at all. As a matter of fact, the worst thing you can do is give me a dish that might be spicy and it not being spicy. That's very disappointing. All right, now over here, got some of this rinsed cilantro. All right, so again, these were some tomatillos that I grew in my garden last year. And when I harvested them, I went ahead and roasted them under the broiler in my oven to kind of give them a nice little bit of char. I let them cool, then I threw them in a vacuum sealer bag, vacuum seal them, toss them in the freezer, and they've been there ever since. I think I harvested these, I think the bag said it was at the end of September. So had a really warm Indian summer last year. I was harvesting chilies all the way into early November, believe it or not. It was pretty wild. I'm just gonna put these onions and serrano chilies and cilantro into salsa verde here and give it a good stir. Last thing I need to do here is take the skin off of this chorizo here. Holy smokes. I might have to get the old wood brake there. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and do that. That's already starting to smell really good. We have here are some home canned, pressure canned white tomatoes from last April. I just realized that I didn't bring any tortillas. Always forgetting something. At least I am. When I'm going camping, I'll make lists, checklists and everything, but it's always one thing, one crucial thing I always seem to forget. Are you guys like that? Let me know in the comments section down below. We're just hanging out here, listening to some music, playing some guitar, having a couple adult beverages, and just enjoying the peace and quiet. I saw one person come down the road about an hour and a half ago. That was it. And since then, we've just been hanging out. Called my wife, see how she was doing, and other than that, we're just hanging out, and we're probably going to be packing it in here soon. If you can't hear, I do have the air conditioning running again, just to cool it off inside there. It's about 76, and the outside temperature, I think last time I checked, it was 75, which feels about right. So I'm going to cool it off a little bit inside there before we get laid out, because obviously, once I get inside there, my body heat and her body heat is going to make it a lot warmer than it is inside there. All right, we'll catch you guys back inside the camper once we've got everything packed up for the night, and I will say goodnight, and we'll take it from there. Well, all right, y'all. It's getting close to midnight here, and I'm kind of tired, and I've packed everything up as best I could, and I'm getting sleepy, so I'm gonna be going to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning, and we'll make some breakfast and coffee. All right. Oh, good morning, you guys. Slept pretty good last night. It got a little bit warm at the beginning, but it definitely cooled off towards the night. The air conditioner helped, but I didn't plan on running it the entire night. But I found out that I don't think it's as effective as when I was testing it before, because I have a lot more stuff in there now. Like when I did the test, it was just an air mattress, and I think that was it, really. Now I've got a foam mattress, I've got a big box full of equipment, I have the battery station next that I actually ran inside there, so that puts out heat along with the 12-volt refrigerator, and the combination of my own body heat and Liana's body heat, it didn't cool down as much as I would have liked to. I did take it out in the field last September when it wasn't that warm out, but it was incredibly humid outside. And it worked well for that. And again, that was, I don't think I stored as much stuff in there. So my thought is that when you saw that it was 91 degrees inside there, it probably had been that way for a while. And all of the stuff inside there acted as kind of like a thermal mass. So you have to cool down not only the air, but all the mass of all the things that are inside there as well. So I'm all cleaned up and put fresh change of clothes. So I'm all freshened up this morning, and I have a product that I really highly recommend if you can't shower. That it makes you feel like, kind of sort of like you took a shower. It's made by Dead Down Wind, and it's called Base Camp. And it's a rinse-free body wash and shampoo. It's low viscosity. Right? Is that what it is? It's very runny. It's like water. So you have to pour a little bit on your hand, like in a cup, lather it over your body, and just get a wet paper towel and just wipe it off. That's all you really got to do. And it feels sort of like you took a shower, not sticky and sweaty like like you had been. So yeah, I got my coffee going too. I think we're gonna make myself something to eat. Leanna's already been fed. I'll make myself some breakfast and start breaking down the rest of the camp, and we're gonna probably get out of here. Well, I started breakfast going here, just doing a simple bacon and eggs. I mean, that's usually what I eat at home anyways. That's what I like. And when I came out this morning, I had just noticed, I don't know why I didn't notice it last night, but my rain deflector is missing. So it probably came off down the highway. I don't know. I mean, I was traveling down 81 for about 30 or 40 miles, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll see it on the way out of here, but it probably came off on the highway, and I have no idea what it would be. That's unfortunate. I mean, it wasn't necessarily something that I had to have on there. It was just an afterthought that if I was out in the rain, it'd be nice to have the windows open, but I don't know. It is what it is. You buy them in a set. I don't think you can buy one, so I would have to buy a second one, which I just don't think I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just leave the one up there and use that as the window I would open up. I don't know. That's life, right? All right, my friends. Well, I thought about going and doing some hiking, but I looked around on the maps and there's lots of trails around here, but not necessarily anything that has something worth hiking to. I mean, that sounds kind of funny to say that, but I was hoping to get a nice overlook or a view or a vista. I can't find anything around that. And I got a message from my wife that some pretty gnarly storms came through last night, dropped a couple branches on our roof, big limb from the oak tree that's next to our house, took out my outdoor garden table. So I made to fix that, and I already have a gutter leak that I need to clean anyways. So the 2-hour drive home, I think that I'll probably just forego the hiking now and get home and take care of that stuff before the hours of the day run out. But I want to thank you guys for coming along again on this trip here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel out here with the algorithm and everything. I'm trying to grow the channel so I can do more. Flies. I'm trying to grow the channel more so I can do more activities like this for you all. But again, thank you so much for coming out. I really, really appreciate it. It's the whole reason why I do this. Of course, I like being outside too, but just to be able to bring you guys along. So I got myself some booch, and we've already eaten breakfast. Everything is all packed up. So I think we're gonna go ahead and head on down the road. So once again, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers. You ready, Beans?